everybody that went on my honeymoon with me when I got married. And this is all the Ketrow and the Bumburger clan. That's my daddy in Lake Mead whenever I got married. Hope you can read that. It says, Justice of Tuscarora Township, Charles E. Abbott, Notary, Coroner, and Marriages, also I cool teeth. And this is at Hoover Dam, or Boulder Dam, whichever way you want to call it. That's a wedding picture that didn't turn out too great. This is Boulder Dam. Lake Mead at sunset. Disneyland. Lester and Andy pretending they're drunkards. My honeymoon crew again. Las Vegas, 1953. My wedding picture, July 18th, 1953. This is the Riverside Lake. It's Andy. Yeah, back to Disneyland. Susie! That was Grandma in the background there with the hat on. This is Submarine in Disneyland. My three little angels. Doesn't Susie look cute with that hat on? Huh? Look at that lady down there climbing over the railing. Michael with his corncob hat, and David with his Swiss Alps hat. Here comes David around the corner in the yellow sports car. Ignore that girl in the front. Concentrate on the back lane. That's Michael, and right behind is Susie. You can tell my pictures aren't in order. That's a burning cabin with some guy laying there dead. And this is that mountain ride. It was scarier than heck, but we enjoyed it. Here, I'll let you see the rails way down there, see? I'm just adjusting my camera, don't mind me. There we go. This is the Fontana Days Parade. There's David waving. He's sitting right there behind the woman with the green blouse on. There's David. Some little short pants on, but isn't he cute? Clown driving a bathtub. There's Susie on the right-hand side and her girlfriend Dolores going to see Bambi with Evil and the Detectives, Emil. I think David shifted to the other side of the float. There's David. Looks more like Ryan, though. Here's Susie. The General Sherman tree there in the Bay of the Redwoods, up above Fresno. And there's David over there hiding in the root of the tree, and Susan standing in front of it. My favorite picture. One of them, I should say. There's me with my cat eyes glasses. Now we're in the snow. This is Crater Lake. We drove all around that top of the rim. Oh, and we kept going and going and going. Is that a pretty picture? This is another favorite picture. Isn't that beautiful? We're only teasing you. We're really not leaving. This is Lake Monmouth in Oregon. Back to Crater Lake. There's tall mountains up there above the timberline. Okay, we're still at Disneyland. Oh, how cute I am. David and Susie and me and Uncle Mike. We're still in Disneyland. There's Michael. Look at that hat. Can't see his face. pictures backwards. Look, it says. Trying to think what this is. I don't know. It might be the airport in Los Angeles. What is this? Back to the airport again, maybe. There's Susie. That's where she learned how to drive a car. This is our cat in California. His name was Midnight. He was coal black. Kept a little tiny white on him. Where do you see him? He's going to have a cast on his leg. Pretty soon. This was going up to when we took our trip to Oregon. And this is all the logs. Whenever they cut down the trees and everything, they float them down the river. I don't know where we're at. We're back up in by that beautiful thing on the other side, though. This is driving around the rim of the crater lake. This must have been our campsite. That's where we were. We're down in the desert part now. No, that's, I take that back. That's still going towards Oregon. That's Mount Shasta in California. Still Mount Shasta. David building his fire. This is little Ralphie. You know, your cousin Bonnie's brother. Whoops! Whoops! Met your Aunt May and your cousins in Indiana. Whoops! The Christmas tree upside down. There's David's rocket. See, he had rockets then, too. Try it. Where was this house? That's not our house. I mean, whose house that is? That's your Papa, look. Oh, trees are upside down. I guess I'll have to be more careful next time. Oh, this is in Indiana. See, David was interested in rockets clear back then. I'm trying to think whose house this is. I don't recognize the things on the wall. Indiana. That's the house that we were living in while we were there. Your cousins, your Uncle Louie and Grammy. I know, I'd get in there. Welcome to Oregon spelled backwards. I thought I had this all in right. Look at that mountain straight ahead. Well, it makes them funny anyhow, doesn't it? Huh? Yeah. I remember that rooster. Aunt Berla made that rooster. Now, I'm trying to think, this must be Grandma's house. Got the door open, so it had to be California. There's Michael. At Christmas time. Looks like Jason's sitting there, huh? Mm-hmm. That's his Stratego game he got. Isn't that couch pretty? And Susie got the organ for Christmas. This is up in Lytle Creek. And I'm losing track. I don't know who this little girl is. She's cute anyhow. That's Cindy and her husband Bob in the background with Michael. Guess we went on a picnic together. That must have been her little girl back there. Picture's a little blurry, but that's okay. There goes Cindy into the water or on the ground. Oh, my tree's right side up that time. This is in Indiana. Susie and Michael playing. David over there getting more snow, picking on poor Susie. There's me with the umbrella and the snowman we built. That's a better picture there. There's Andy, shoveling snow. Looks like a never-ending job, huh? Can't even see where the street is. It's our house in Indiana. Do you like it with the umbrella? Really cute. Kind of dark, but oh, there's David with his race car set. You could see Michael's Stratego game sitting on the side, or somebody else's game. How do you like my floor? Isn't it pretty? That statue we got in in Mexico. Whoa. Is that pretty? Playing in the snow. I don't know who's who, so don't ask me. That's kind of blurry. That's Uncle Louie and Aunt May back here. There's Andy. Andy and Louie. Louie's dead now. It's snowing out, but I don't know who those are. Too far away. There's Susie and Michael. And Susie's that cute? Hmm?
Yeah.
And there's your great-grandma and David and Michael. Looks like Ryan's with that stupid grin on his face. And Grandma has her hair up in curlers. Ooh, bright snow.
Who's that?
That's Uncle Mike.
He's a babe.
Hmm?
He's a babe.
Here's your daddy.
Oh.
He's a babe. And that's Susie.
She looks like Steve in there.
Mhm.
Smile. That's you.
Oh, skinny. It's your grandpa. And see how I used to always wear Pics right here? Hmm? I used to always love her hair up in the top.
Is that Aunt Susie?
Mm-hmm.
That's not on there, is it?
How many are there of her? Or is it stuck?
Is it stuck?
That's your daddy, Sarah. Looks like Ryan, huh?
Uh-huh.
That must be Michael going down on a thing.
Looks like a garbage lid.
Wish I could remember where this was. There he goes. One of them. I think that's David and put it in there. Oh, there's Uncle Ralph and Ralphie. Whoops. That must be here in Jersey. Didn't get a precious picture.
How about a picture at my house?
Not the one with Susie's eyes closed, though, you know.
Yeah, the one is the...
See how I used to dress my kids when they were little? Hmm? It looks like Ryan. Doesn't it? Huh?
Yes.
Ooh, what happened to that picture? Look at those glasses.
Is this yours?
That goes under the glasses. That's your father's son, Melissa.
Mine? Looks like mine.
No, that's your daddy. He loved those bow ties. This is behind Grammy's house in California. The picture's backwards.
It is?
Yeah.
How can you tell?
Because the sliding glass doors is on the other side of the house.
Oh.
That's my daddy. That's your great-grandpa. I'm playing ball back here. That's Susie and her girlfriend Sherry. That's been around Christmas time, huh?
Because you see Santa Claus.
That picture's backwards too.
We have that Santa Claus there. That actually over.
That picture's backwards too. There's Michael. There's David's bicycle. He loved that bicycle. I don't know what dog that was. Guess you can guess who that is. There's Midnight. Well, when we found him on Christmas Eve, he had a broken leg. We took him to the vet and we put him in a cast.
That's a big cast.
You should see he got around pretty good on it. Guess we had a picnic. We went on lots of picnics, you can tell. We camped out a lot. I think that's up around Lytle Creek someplace, I'm not sure. There's my daddy, your great-granddaddy.
We're going in a Friday.
That's your cousin Skip, and David, and
Sure.
Michael.
Who's on
Y'all
top?
have red on.
Who's on top?
That's Skip.
He's
Your
losing
cousin.
his shirt.
Hmm?
He's losing his shirt.
That's your cousin Margaret.
What's that? Is that cotton on her bed?
No, that's a little poodle. It's a poodle radio.
Oh.
That's on Susie's bed. She spent the night. It's one of our family picnics. That's my mommy and daddy. picture's kind of bad. I don't know where that is though. Susie in the pool with somebody. In the ocean or something. Who is that? I don't know what the baby is. Oh, they're starting to get older. See that picture up on the wall? I did that one with like that chalk stuff.
Who's the tall one?
It's your father. And Susie and Uncle Dave. I think this was when, I don't know. I think when we first moved to Jersey. Those are your two great-grandmas together. Michael always told me I could never be a grandma because I wasn't fat. I guess I believed him. Where are they swimming at?
At a lake probably.
No, it's not a lake.
No valley?
No. There's my mommy and my daddy. They're dancing.
No.
I don't even know who these people are. I don't recognize them. I don't even recognize the house.
You have to because that was on a different picture.
Yeah, that call.
Oh, this might be at a party across the street or next door. I think that's, I don't know who that is. There's Susie on a horse, but kind of blurry. Susie dancing with somebody, I don't know who.
There's that sausage on the street.
I don't know whose house this is. It looks like my chair over there, though. I think I did have a clock like that. But I don't know who the guy is. There's your great-grandma and your Aunt Betty. I think this was down at the... I don't know where. Those are some Easter flowers I got for Easter one year. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, that's me, the yellow pants on. There's Charlie! My dog Charlie. Everybody loved Charlie. He'd run and he had little short legs and his long ears, and his ears looked like Dumbo when he rode. I guess we were camping again, or picnicking again. Somebody wrestling. Here I am again, putting food on the table. Whose house is this now? Those are my chairs. Now let me think. Those are my chairs, my table, my other thing, my things on the wall.
I think it's your house, girl.
It's not my house. It's not my house, it's my chairs, my table, my wall stuff. It had to be my house, but what house?
Some house we bought a while ago.
I know where this is, and we lived in Bound Brook. Because there's little Ralphie, and there's Bonnie, There's Anne,
Where's Bonnie?
sitting there with the glasses next to little Ralphie.
That's Anne next to Ralphie. There are cobwebs on the tree.
It's supposed to be angel hair. This is the picture. I couldn't see what it was.
There's somebody sleeping upside down.
Well, I couldn't figure out what it was, remember? Now we're up in Sacramento, the capital of California. It's the Capitol State Building. It's inside something. It's a big Christmas tree. What is this?
A squirrel.
Yeah, eating a nut. Well, down Southern California, we didn't see too many squirrels.
Why?
There's a squirrel in the tree. These were friends of ours, kids,
Who's the one with
along
that
with my
little
kids.
white vest? Next to that girl in the purple.
She's a singer. Yeah,
She is? Who is she?
forget her name.
What kind of music does she
Pen
sing?
Susan. A guard upside down.
She's walking on the ceiling. Who's that one in the middle?
Your father. It's Michael. We could start out with a pretty girl. My only girl. Oh, now we're traveling across country to move to, where was it, Indiana? See, we all had orange shirts on, except Susie. She had to put pink on. She didn't want to wear her orange one like everybody else. This is coming across the country. Backwards. Grand Canyon, some kind of park. What does that say to go the other way?
Canyon.
Or Grand Canyon Park. Well, picture's backwards.
57 miles.
The picture's backwards, kids.
Who's that?
Susie. How'd I get these backwards? Well, it's a Grand Canyon Park, but going the other way. See us all picked up? I was driving the station wagon pulling the trailer, and Andy was driving the truck and camper pulling the trailer. Oh, grouches.
That's on the wrong side of me.
I know, the picture's backwards. There's David and Michael. Guess you can guess who that is.
Yeah.
Now we're back at Sacramento again, back at the fort. We were looking at a fort, an old army fort.
Oh,
It's backwards too.
it looks like Steve in the red shirt, Ryan in the blue shirt, and I don't know in the black shirt.
The red shirt's a friend of ours, Fort. His name was Eddie. This is Fort Sutter.
Is that it, Susie?
That's me.
Oh. Whoa. Ooh.
Human bones.
Ow. Ow.
This is all backwards.
Upside down.
All the rifles.
What's that?
I don't know.
That reminds me of Waterloo Village.
You went there?
No, Bonnie and Joey. So you see that Indian that said there was section and he moved.
Now we're back in Pennsylvania.
You travel fast, though.
Boy, I'll tell you. It's a mess. We're
Who's
getting
house?
coffee there. I don't know who he is.
Whose house is that?
We're back in California. This is my grandma's house. My mother's house. This is the party they had. Their wedding anniversary party. That's your grandma with the flower. And that's your cousin Dale. I don't know who the other two people are. And that's your cousin Claire and your aunt Florence. That's your cousin Donna. And that's the boy who lived across the street from Grandma's house, and his wife and baby. He and I used to fight when we were growing up. We used to always fight. The cake's backwards.
What's it supposed to say?
37. And that's my Uncle Ray and Uncle, the other uncle, what's his name? Forgot. And that's my sister Ruthie, your Aunt Ruthie, and my mother. How skinny Ruthie is. Woo-wee.
The nose for those glasses.
And there's your Uncle Kenny, Grandma. I don't know who the guy sitting down is. Your Aunt Berlin, Uncle Lester. That's my mom and daddy. Back in Sacramento. And that's Running Bear. Isn't he cute? And we're back in Pennsylvania. That's your Uncle Johnny's wife. I forget her name. Your great-grandma and your Aunt Betty. And that's your grandpap and his brother, your Uncle Harry. That's your Uncle Louie and Aunt May. And that's your Uncle Johnny and his wife. And that's the clan. Oh, last time I had Susie on the other side. I think this is the way this picture's supposed to go. And that's, I forget his name. He's married to your Aunt Betty, he was. That's your Aunt Betty and Uncle Johnny. That's your great-grandma. That's your Aunt Barbara. Look at Uncle Ralph.
It's backward.
He looks so skinny. That there's your great-grandpap. We don't have too many pictures of him. Know that? That's him sitting there in the chair too. And that's the Bumburgers. Those are all your cousins.
Bumburgers.
Yeah, Uncle Eddie died not too long ago. All these kids are grown up and married.
We have a big family.
No kidding.
Must be the biggest family in the world.
This is Wisconsin now. That's your cousin Dwayne.
How old is he now?
Oh, he got a couple kids of his own now. That's your grandma. Your phone's
Did they have to get so big?
Those are Nerf balls. Oh, we're back in Indiana now.
Back to the right side.
Look at my pretty hat, my pretty shoes. Oh, this is California.
Who did I stand there next to?
This is California. That's your daddy.
Who is that?
Hey, Joanne, we're back in Wisconsin now. That's your Wisconsin. This is your cousin Dale. He's in California now. That farmhouse up there on top of the hill, that's where we stay. Aerobics. Oh, what does that say? Products. What kind of products? You can't read the words that are on the top. I was skinny though, wasn't I? Huh?
Hey, you're not fat now.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think you are.
I think this was a luau or something. That's Bernie O'Brien and his wife from O'Brien's Tavern there on Elizabeth Avenue. Listen. O'Brien's Tavern on Elizabeth Avenue in South Dunbar.
Oh, yeah.
That's the owners.
Oh, I go past there like every day.
And that's Carol and Charlie Donahue. They used to live there on Main Street.
Donahue.
Now we're back in Pennsylvania. Look at David back here with his eyes closed. That's your great-grandma, your Uncle Harry, and your great-grandpa. That's your Papa Ketrow's daddy. There's Charlie. See how Charlie used to lay when the kids took a nap in front of the radio? That's Susie and David and Michael. I don't know which one's which
You really
there.
fell asleep in front
But
of
he
me.
guarded them. I couldn't go near those kids when they were sleeping. He laid like that, and he'd growl at me if I went near him. I couldn't touch him. That's my Charlie.
Were
Any
they really
kids?
sleeping?
Huh?
Were they really sleeping?
I think they were just laying there listening to the radio records.
And you think they're sleeping?
I couldn't go near him. Oh, that's my... What are they doing to my daddy? They're spraying something on his head.
Looks like moose.
Looks like whipped cream.
He's doing something in the bathroom.
Spunk!
I just heard something up there.
There's your Aunt Bonnie.
That's Bonnie? I haven't seen her in a while. Have you?
It's Susie and I back in California again. Michael sitting on the sink and David.
It looks like a bad night.
At the end.
Oh, this is going back across country again.
Did we just see this?
Yeah.
You see all this.
We know it's backwards. But we don't care.
Is that funny?
Okay, now this is whenever your Aunt Susie was in a synchronized swimming. And they did like ballet, only in the water.
Oh.
And she took lessons and did that. We're back to church clothes again. Maybe this time with David. I know those glasses. This had to be something that one of the kids did.
Looks like the refrigerator.
No, it was at school, I think. I think David did the one on the I don't know. I can't tell which one. That's your Grammy on the left and your Aunt Barbara on the right.
Wait, which was the bikini?
Me. I was skinny enough to wear a bikini then, wasn't I?
Who's that?
Aunt Susie and Kathy, your cousins.
I can tell that's Aunt Susie.
That's in Indiana. Your Aunt May, Aunt Betty, and Aunt Barbara. This is in Pennsylvania. That's me. That's just the Ketrow clan. Your great-grandpa, Aunt Susie, and Kathy in Pennsylvania.
Do they wear the same kind of clothes?
That was the style. Well, guess who that is?
You.
Sharp looking, huh?
Okay.
It really says welcome to California. That's David and Cindy
backwards.
and Eddie. I know it's backwards. They're all backwards. Every time I do it one way, then it's the other way. I don't know what they were doing there. Everybody's looking at the table. Look at Daddy. Stand there. This is when we lived in Valbrook.
What street did you live on?
Evergreen. What are we doing? Some people look like real study and other people look bored. How skinny I was. Oh, skinny kiddos. See, I was skinny once. There's David on his motorized bike. That had a motor in it. Motor scooter.
Did he pedal it?
This was in Bound Brook. Yeah. I think that's your cousin, but I'm not sure, and her baby. No, that's not your cousin. This is back in California at Grandma's house. And her name is Betty with one of her kids. Her kids are all married now. This is in a luau. Your Aunt Susie in the yellow.
It's upside down.
Oh. Okay, but it's a luau picture.
It's upside down.
It's another luau picture. It's your Aunt Susie again.
You should like the blue.
We took dancing lessons together. Your Aunt Susie someplace in there.
What happened?
I think I got 2 pictures together. I think I stuck 2 pictures in one slot. This is your the twins that were adopted by your Aunt Joanne. And I'm up there with the hat on. That's Aunt Joanne with the, and it got stuck. That's me again.
Your ball.
I'm lopsided.
Three balls apart. Who is that? Aunt Susie?
Yeah, and her girlfriend Sharon. Sharon lived at my house more than she lived at home. Look at the swimming suits.
Aunt Susie's is falling off.
Those are bikinis.
I know the bottom.
That's your Aunt Joanne. We're back in Wisconsin. That's Sharon and Susie. Pretty picture?
Mm-hmm. There's Aunt Susie.
There's me
You.
sitting. It's my girlfriend Diane, and one of the guys I worked with, that was his wife. Diane, your grandpa. Backwards. That's okay. I think that's Sharon there. See, I'm sitting clear over there in the end. Your Aunt Susie. Of 4th of July. Look, Anne Marie standing up there. Now we're come to the funny ones. Guess who that is?
Crab Hat?
Yep. He got drunk, so we fed him a baby bottle.
Did you drink it?
We took a picture. See, you never get drunk around Grammy and Aunt Barbara. Never. He's a little tipsy there. It's Uncle Ralph.
That's Uncle Ralph.
Now we're giving him beer holding his nose. Aren't we bad? Huh?
Uh-huh.
He's laying on the floor. It should have been laying the other way.
Let's see
Oh,
here.
what's that on his ear?
What's on his ear?
I think I don't know what we did on his head. See, the picture's supposed to be the other way, laying down, flat like that. Look, the baby bot rattle in his hand. Aren't we bad? It's Anne Marie, Uncle Eddie, Susie, and Michael. And that's your cousin, but I forget what her name is. Well, Uncle Eddie got drunk, so we put a flower in his hand. Oh, peachy. Huh.
Uh-huh.
Aren't we bad? We're rotten, huh?
Rotten to the core.
Look at that big beer mug.
He must be drunk.
He was.
What's that supposed to say?
Oh, I can't. It's backwards. L-O-V-E, love. And hearts and dollar signs and squiggly signs.
It must be that flower power time.
Then we put makeup on his one eye lid so it looks like the one eye is open. It's all black stuff.
Is what that is?
Yeah. Oh, we're having a nice time there.
Looks like Jason.
This had to be in Bound Brook, where we live. Here's Bonnie dancing. What does he look like? Girl.
Yeah. Looks like he needs a shave too.
That's little Ralphie. Your cousin Ralph.
That's Ralph?
Mm-hmm.
Is he drinking too? Let's see after.
That's Bonnie, Ralph, and Anne Marie. We're getting ready for church. See the little white purses and everything? Susie dancing with your Aunt Betty's one boyfriend. That's your great-grandma. Huh? What do you think of your relatives? Huh?
They're not like
Money?
so that's where I get it from.
That's your Aunt Betty. She Peter Pan. She's laughing so hard. That's what she was doing right there. See those handlebars? You'll see in a minute what she did with those. Look at your uncle. I mean, your...
Did he fall down or something?
She's laughing. Everybody was cracking up. That's your great-grandma. The drink in her hand. Those are friends of your Aunt Barb on the right-hand side with a peace pipe and a hat. And your cousin was pregnant there. That was before she had the baby. There she comes, and she dropped her. That one should have been first. She came out of the bedroom dressed like that, riding a bicycle. And he decided he wanted the hat and the wig and the peace pipe. Look at Bonnie. I'll show you what that is later. There's your grandma again. Yeah.
I hope I don't get my pants.
There's the rocket.
Uh-oh.
This is when we lived in Bound Brook.
That does not look familiar.
There's Charlie. This happy Christmas time. Charlie. We've got 3 banks. Whatever happened to those banks? And that's what happened whenever the rocket went up and hit the garage. Look at all those guys around
Did he get
there.
in trouble?
He sure did.
What happened to him?
For one thing, he wasn't allowed to fly rockets no more.
He
What
still
else happened?
does, though.
That's a friend that decided to put the hat net on.
The glasses.
I must have missed one. Your Aunt Barb and Ralph and little Ralph. There's your grandma.
Looks like she took a dozer.
Yeah, she liked to sleep. Your Aunt Barbara.
Is that in Barbara's pool?
your Aunt Betty and your Uncle Jim. I haven't seen Uncle Jim in a long time. Whoops. That's Anne Marie.